how to solve your issue of tongue bite. And if you're living here in the Philippines, our native tobacco, especially in the provinces, right here, is very hot. Okay, it's gonna hurt your tongue if you have a very short or improper equipment. And the only way to enjoy tobacco with this type of tobacco is by rolling it, because by rolling it, the heat is not too much from the tip. It's just a small amount of heat from the flame, and it goes through all of these leaves that will cool down that smoke, and it will also serve as like a filter to reduce the amount of the spicy taste, because this tobacco is primarily used as a chewing tobacco, not a smoking tobacco. Okay, there is another variant here, another species that is most commonly used for smoking and burning, but that is a different, that's from Iloilo, Ilocano type of tobacco. But this one, this is really hot. This is very strong. I don't know if you foreigners, Americans, are able to withstand this, but it's very enjoyable. One bowl, you're good for the entire day. Or you can just light up, have 2 puffs, and then just put down your bowl, and that's enough for 2 hours. Okay, it's going to be so strong. Okay, so again, disclaimer: this is not for kids. And pipe tobacco, of course, we know everything all about it in the dangerous side, and I'm not trying to encourage it, but there's a debate around it, because most old people here smoke, and it may natural, and the correct way to do it may have something to do with why they are still very active. And of course, healthy living, eat vegetables, water, move your body, and all of that. And of course, in everything in moderation is fine. Okay, so 1 bowl a day is good. So what we do is to get a 3 ml syringe like this. This is 9. This fits into this 9 mm hole like here. Okay, this is from Temu. So it fits right into here. Yes, like that. Okay. So we find a syringe that has this size. Okay. Cut here, the tip, and cut here. For me, I cut just a hole here at the bottom, but this one, I think I made a mistake, and it turned into, I just cut it off directly at an angle, so I can fit it into smaller bowls. But for you, it's up to you. Okay. Now, the purpose of this is not only for extension. You can create an extension as long as you want. But the purpose is to allow us to insert a roll of tobacco inside here. Okay, just like what I did here. There's a roll of tobacco in there that serves as a filter and also a coolant. So it will reduce the amount of heat that's gonna go into your mouth, and it also will filter out the raw smoke that's coming from the flame here without diminishing the taste, because this is tobacco. Okay, I I have those like filters that are carbon filters, and those are made up of plastic and paper. And I'm not sure if those are good because they kind of are a little bit useless to me. Hello, Kakalos. Hello. So what you do is find a leaf, cut it, take the bone here. I call this a bone. I don't know what you call this. Just take it out. Now I recommend don't use paper, okay, because those have chemicals. Use this tobacco, okay, and then just roll it loosely. If you have wrinkles here at the edge, you might want to remove that, but just roll it, okay? Roll it to about 2 inches. That would fit here, okay? Don't pack it too tight. Just make sure that you can insert it here. So what I do is roll it like this, right? Cut it, then cut the tips here so it's even. So let me do that. Let me show that. So it's not too tight, okay? I just cut it here. Now, I used to smoke cigarettes, and that made my body weak because you have to consume a lot of it, and you put it inside your lungs to get the buzz, right? To get the effect that you could never get. Anyway, so here it is. So I just roll it, right? So it's just like maybe this is 1.5 inch. So I just took out the sides here so that the air would flow better. And don't pack it too tight. Just roll it. Just relax. And then just put it in there. This will serve as your filter. And it would be like smoking pipe, the raw cigar. But in this case, it's not actually a cigar. It's just you're using a bowl, right? We can reuse this for multiple bowls. And after using this, you can just take it out. If it's, it's going to be there's going to be a lot of tar in there. So you can just pull it out and then let it dry and then cut it and then use it as more of your tobacco. Okay, so and then now that you have this, right, you can just insert it here. So what I do is, because this is tight, right, it's not gonna fit this portion is not gonna fit here exactly, so I have to stretch it a little bit, right? After cutting it here, you have to stretch it. I use like a small plier and then just open the plier slowly until it opens up, then just insert it there. Yeah, I can remove this easily, but it's much bigger now. So if you can see that there's a tobacco there, a roll of tobacco, and it's a little bit wet because it has been used. Okay. Okay, so now that we have that extension, small, you can just insert it into your bowl here. And now you have a longer pipe. You don't have to suffer your tongue bite anymore. And then also there's a lack of information about how to actually smoke the pipe tobacco. You're not supposed to smoke it like smoking a cigarette, like puffing a lot of smoke, right, and then just blowing it out. You're gonna do that just occasionally, just to lit up the tobacco here. For example, when lighting it up the first time, or after a few minutes when the light's a little bit low, then you puff a little bit stronger. But the truth is, you do not puff like you would be puffing a cigarette or a vape. What you do is just put this inside your in your mouth, and then just, you know, sip a little bit, like just like swallowing your saliva or something, and that enough pressure is going to draw the taste of the tobacco. You're not supposed to smoke it like smoking like a shisha or a Persian thing. What you're doing is like smoking rolled tobacco, and you're not smoking it dry. Like you're just sipping it a little bit, so you're getting the taste, but you're trying to avoid burning it altogether, like at once, right? So that is why the humidity, now the amount of moisture in your leaf is essential. Like if you want to burn it like a cigarette, then we'll just use a dry tobacco, right? But this one, you have to make sure that it's a little bit moist, but not wet, because when you touch it, you know it's wet, right? If you touch it, this one is a little bit wet, because I just sprayed it a little bit of water, and that's why I let it be exposed like this. So this one is a little bit wet, and if I light it, it's going to be hard to light. Okay, so the thing is, do not smoke it like you would be smoking a cigarette or vaping or anything like that. What you're doing is just drawing out small amounts. It's like sipping. You're actually just, smacking your tongue or something, just to draw a little bit of the flavor out. Okay, so my mistake in the past was I used to like smoke it like I would be smoking a cigarette, and that's not the way it works. Because when I look at old people here in the Philippines, when they smoke their tobacco, what they do is just, when they roll it like this, right? So what they do is just put this in their mouth while the flame here is still lit, and then the puffing act is about keeping the flame lit. It's not taking tobacco out. Okay, so this is gonna last you like a whole day, like a whole roll of dinubla. It's called dinubla here. Will last you an entire day, maybe for 2 days, right? Because you're not actually smoking. Okay, the flavor is, you're wasting a lot of flavor when you do that, when you smoke like that. So for maybe you can try that in your country. Find, like, it's like tobacco smoking with cigar, right? You don't want to like puff it too hard. Like, you're just keeping it in your mouth and just puffing it a little bit just to get the taste, right? That's the point of it. It's the taste, not the smoke. So anyway, that's it for me, and I hope that helps if you have tongue bite.